Welcome back, barbecue fans. Here we are, another week, another Friday. Wise Guys BBQ, my buddy, Charles Baldwin.
Emphasis on the ball.
Emphasis on the ball. Hey, you know what? It's fall, and I don't think you more than any other part of the year. Is it your birthday? And the fall. That's it. Those 2 days, that's it. Yeah, how the hell did we even get here? It was summer. It was last week. It was summer.
I don't know, but this happens to me every year. It just creeps up on me, and all of a sudden it's Halloween.
It's not fair.
Yeah, but
It's
I
really
do
not
love
fair.
the fall, Vin.
No, I know. This is my
Because-
when August comes. I can taste the Thanksgiving bird already.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm ready. I'm ready to go. But again, how is it fall? And I'll tell you how this snuck up on me. And one of the things I want to talk about a little bit, because we can talk about some pumpkin spice, baby, and apple season. Tommy the Butcher, his cook next week, so make sure you get a hold of it, is going to be a smoked apple crisp.
Nice.
No. This is not just nice, Charlie. This is not your ordinary apple crisp. You know Tommy, he had to Wise Guys it up, right? Him and Olivia, they cook up all these crazy recipes. He added pinoli nuts, pine nuts, which, you find a lot in Italian pastries. They put them all over the place. He added that to the top of the crisp. And this was the amazing part, because we drank some after. He took 3 mason jars, filled them up with white raisins, and he marinated them with grappa. So those things
Little
were
raisin jack there. That'll do it.
those things were pimping. So they were delicious, because they were the yellow raisins, so they're a little sweeter. And that grappa was just ridiculous. And then, of course, we strained them out. We reserved the grappa. So while we were eating the crisp and ice cream afterwards, we were drinking the grappa. It was really good. I'm not a big fan of grappa usually. Have you ever tried that?
I'm sure I have, but
It's nasty. It's basically, for those folks who don't know, and hey, look, we're back in the wine cellar. Hope you like it. Got to keep mixing up for you, crew. Or if we're not on the patio, we're not in the lounge, we're over here in the wine cellar. So please do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit all those wonderful buttons you need to hit. Share this around. We love what you guys have been spoiling us. No word of a lie. You've been taking good care of us, and I appreciate that for you. But so when we did it, when we decided to do it, we said, hey, let's take a ride to an orchard. So we went up to, I don't know if you're familiar, up in Smithfield, there's, I don't know if it's Smithfield or Situate, but it's Barden
of
Orchard.
course, Barden Orchard. Yep.
So we went up there, 8:30 in the morning. We were hoping to have a little interview with the owner, but she couldn't make it. She was out doing something in the orchard. She was getting something going.
Growing apples.
Well, you know what? Those farmers, they work their butts off. They start crack of dawn and they keep going. But she was nice enough to let us in before she actually opened up. And it was a Monday, so it wasn't super crowded. We went out and it was, I don't remember the damn apple. Tommy, I'm sorry. I'm letting you down, buddy. But
Did you take Tommy to pick the apples with you?
yeah, we went out. We shot in the orchard. It was me, Sue, and Tommy.
Yeah.
We went out there. Thank you, Meg. And everybody's busting my chops because Meg's on vacation. So they're like my fingers in front of the camera and everything. Everybody's,
So bad.
yeah. Oh, and everybody likes to,
That will be
everybody-
fine.
He's gonna pick on the boss. Anyways, we picked some apples in the orchard, so that was a great it was sunny out, it's beautiful, and then we took the apples right back to the patio studio, and we went at it, and we made some apple crisp. It came out, it was literally delicious. He kills that stuff, and it was great. It was in the season coming out of the orchard. Of course, I had to go to Dunkin' Donuts on my way up, and I got myself one of those pumpkin lattes. Those guys put pumpkin on everything, huh?
Yeah, they do. They're very seasonal.
Yes, they are. So, yeah. So that got the ball rolling a little bit.
Did you guys choose a super sweet apple or kind of like medium or
No, it was not a super sweet apple.
like a red
More of a-
delicious or something?
No,
like that? No,
this was I think it was Macintosh.
Macintosh?
Yeah. So it was tart. It was nice and hard. It stayed firm. Right. So he went ahead and skinned it, peeled it, and sliced it, and put it in a large cast iron pan. Put it on the smoker, and ran it with some smoke for a while. And then he got the topping all ready, put the topping on it, and then let it ride out for another. I think it was an hour and 15 minutes total in the smoker. It came out perfect temperature, and then ice cream on top.
What'd you do with the raisins?
Oh no, they were mixed in.
Oh, they were mixed in with the topping.
With the
Okay,
apples.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The only thing we reserved at the end was the grappa. So you had the ice cream, the apple crisp, and a nice shot of grappa with it after. It was delicious, and that just got me going. And I was like, so now, of course, I started thinking of the fall. Like, what else happens in the fall? Because, and I don't know if you reminisce like I do. When I think of football, I think about when we played football. And when we played football, you had to gear up, right? You had to get ready. You had to get your new cleats. You had to get through doubles in August. You had to get everything done and ready to play football. And now the fall has become, even later on in life, like the time of the year I hit the reset button. Like I order my pellets for my Yoda smoker. I order them now, and it takes me the year to go through the batch that I order. I do that. I make sure my knives are sharpened. I make sure all my barbecue seasonings are up to stock in my pantry. I take care of my pantry. I just get all that out of the way. I don't know if it's like the New England love of winter that's coming.
No, this is inbred in you as a New Englander because you have to get that stuff done. In the olden times, you gotta get a lot of that stuff done before winter comes because then it's too late.
Right.
So you have to get your stuff ready.
You're reading the Farmer's Almanac.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, first day of fall's here. Gotta get all the
plants. Gotta plant.
Yeah.
Gotta harvest. Yeah. That's where that comes from for
maybe,
you.
Maybe. But that's...
you're into all this pumpkin, apple...
Yeah, hard. Because it just goes... So, with kiddo playing college ball now, we have more of the weekend. We have more time to ourselves.
Sure.
We never had this, right? So we were like Thursday to Monday was all kiddo. Now it's not. It's Saturday and that's it.
Yeah.
So, we're getting I've been pulling out recipes. You can make just about anything with pumpkin. You know that, right?
It's very versatile.
Yeah, it's an amazing flavoring, I guess. You can put it in anything. I made pumpkin mashed potatoes before. I've made it incredible. It's actually not a risotto, but you make it with the
arboreal rice.
Then you make it, nice and creamy, a little cheese on top, pumpkin. I put some leeks in it, and it's amazing. It almost tastes like an actual risotto, but it's not. It's a rice.
I'm a traditionalist in terms of pumpkin. Love pumpkin pie. Love a good apple pie.
Right.
Love pumpkin seeds in the oven. Let them dry out. Throw them in the oven for a while. Roast them.
Yep. With
a little, coarse salt and maybe some. What goes on it really good, surprisingly, is the barbecue rub.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you put a nice sprinkle with nice barbecue. It comes out a great snack. You're just sitting there watching TV. Those things are awesome.
Yeah.
Big fan.
It's just so many things you can make with pumpkin flavoring, and actually Dunkin' Donuts takes all of them. Because I'm not a big Dunkin' pumpkin donut guy, pumpkin muffin. Okay, here it is though, and this is my older boy. So my older boy was on a trip and he had to fly through Providence, so he slept over, and he woke up for breakfast. And I was in the orchard, so I couldn't make him breakfast. So what he did was he went and picked up an order at Geneva Food, okay? And Geneva Food still has, and I don't know where they get them. It's got to be a commissary that has them. They're kind of like a square muffin. They got corn, bran, blueberries, usually the only three flavors. But this time of year, they have pumpkin. And they come wrapped in a heavy cellophane wrap. And what Mario, I don't know who's cooking over there now, used to do is you take them out of the wrap, cut them in half, load them up with butter, and put them face down on the grill.
You're not talking about Geneva near the old shop.
Yeah, exactly. Douglas Ave. Yep.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Wow.
It's still there, and that's where it came from. And we're in the middle of filming. He comes out. He goes, "Here, taste this pumpkin. It might have been pumpkin bran or pumpkin whatever muffin from Geneva, grilled on with butter."
That.
And I was like, oh my God, it tastes exactly like it did 20 years ago. Yeah. It's just amazing.
The steak sandwiches from there. Oh,
steak sandwiches. Yep. Cap, egg, and cheese.
Yeah. Yep.
Another favorite over there is awesome. So, this is the time of the year we're in. And you know, I love all of it. I love the apples, apple picking, apple pie, apple crisp, you know, fire on the patio, bourbon. It's just the time of year to dig into this stuff.
Yeah, you can wear your sweatshirt.
And
sit around the fire and
not be
drink
July 3rd and
drink some hard alcohol. Yeah, exactly. It's funny you're
makes
talking
sense the
about.
way
Go ahead.
No. Say
It's funny you're talking about farms around here. I've been to quite a few of them around here.
Which
you
ones?
already named
Barden,
but Pippin Orchard Farm.
Oh yeah,
which is out in Cranston.
Right.
They've been around since I think the early 70s.
Yeah.
And they do a fantastic job and they have everything: syrups, pies,
Yep.
apple butter, all this crazy peach butter, which I love. You haven't had apple butter; it's great on, you know, toast or English muffin or something. It's fantastic. Then you've got Narrow Lane Orchard, which is
Never heard of it.
Yeah, neither have I. This is a they're only 20 years old.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, it takes a while for an orchard to grow and get ready. But their claim to fame is they if you go there and pick apples,
Yep.
they have a hiking trail that goes around the orchard.
Sounds like work.
And if you're careful, they say you may get a picture of Sasquatch
No,
in
shut
that
up.
hiking trail.
It's David Lucier in a costume. I
That's
know.
also the other possible, but I'm just telling you what they say. You go on the hiking trail, folks, at Narrow Lane Orchard, you may catch a picture of Bigfoot.
David, I've seen you in that costume before, and I can pick you out of a lineup. I'm
Love
sure.
it. So yeah, there's quite a few places right in the local
Yep.
area that you can go pick apples with. They all have that great cider and those cider donuts that we love.
Yeah.
So get out there on the weekend if you got nothing to do, or you're looking for some fresh apples or pumpkins. One of those places will take care of you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I mean, I guess the only hard part, the hard part for me at the orchards, I don't know about you, I can imagine the same, but sometimes I get thrown out for over tasting. They go in the bag, sir.
Okay. So yes, I did once eat 6 apples, all different varieties. And I had to be reminded that, those go in the bag and not in my stomach.
Well, it's funny because some of those apples are so goddamn big.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got that big because we didn't have a lot of rain this year. And I think it's actually hurting the pumpkin, harvest. But you get a bag, right? So Tommy's like, I need 3 pounds. I need 3 pounds for the dish. I need 3 pounds. I'm telling you, we're going to get you 3 pounds. So I asked my wife, hey, how big, she's got the small bag. But I'm like, what size bag is that? Tommy needs 3 pounds. It's a 10-pound bag. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. And there's only like 12, 15 apples in it. And that was a 10-pound bag. Like the whole cook at 3 pounds was like 7 apples.
That's it. One bag done, ready to go.
No, not even half a bag was 3 pounds. It was like ready. And it's crazy. And so I said, I can eat 7 apples. So there goes that profit. So no, but we were good. We didn't eat any apples while we were there. We waited till we got in the car. And but that's embarrassing. That's why my kids won't go with me. They're like, I'm not going with you. And I don't want to spend the time in the car. You two have to go back in the car. You've been here a long time.
Yeah, they're just lucky I don't get to pick the donuts.
So, I mean, and then might as well stay on food. I mean, and I'm not doing it this week. I'm not tailgating this weekend because we're at a away game.
Yep.
But tailgating is right in my alley. I go. I got an actual gas grill that attaches to the back of the SUV. Go out to the events, and I cook down. So for the kids, we make there's 105 of them. So we got to make 180 to 100 cheeseburgers. We
As opposed to how many in high school?
Well, yeah, right. 24, 25. But no, all the parents help out. So there's a good spread for the kids. But that's what it's for. We do a tailgate literally for the kids. They come over after the game and, they're all a little beat up and a little bit happy or sad. Regardless, they're all going to eat good that
A good
night.
cheeseburger, a good pulled pork sandwich.
Absolutely.
Mends all the hurts.
No, and that's what I've been doing. I've been taking more barbecue because it's not, you don't think it's that hard. Oh, yeah, I do some ribs. Oh, yeah. No, you can't. You can't cook ribs at a
Right.
tailgate. You got to pre-cook everything, take them up in warmers, and then if anything, you got to therm them on the grill, wrapped in Reynolds or something if required. But yeah,
Well,
that's
that's always the question: is it to pre-cook everything and travel with it, or
Absolutely.
cook on site? You know,
Yeah.
If you're keeping it simple, sausages and a hamburger, you can cook on site.
Yeah.
It's not that
if you're
difficult, but-
grilling, like you said, steak, sausage,
Yeah.
cheeseburgers, dogs, you can do it right there live. But even when we do the burgers, because we got to pump out so we
many.
literally come out with third quarter, start the grill, get it going, get burgers on, and my grill holds I think like 20 at a whack. So I got to do 5 turns to get to 100.
Sure.
And if you don't have them pre-cooked, forget it. And then the grease that it makes, right? So what I do. If we leave to go down there 8 a.m, we're actually up at 6 a.m, and we pre-cook the 100 and get a lot of the grease out of them, put them in pans, put them in the warmer.
Gotcha.
So now we're out, we're on. You're only literally 3 minutes aside, cheese, bun, done.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep. Wrap and go. We got little
You used to make a nice chili
bucket
on those. They used to bring you chili there too, which I thought that was
Yep,
great.
and that's easy as heck,
Yeah.
right? Because it's all made the night before. You take it there, throw it on the Bunsen burner, and just bring some rice. And the kids love that too.
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. I mean, I've done a lot of different things like that because you can. What's nice about that stuff that we learned, again, things you have to learn, is you make all your chili, you don't bring it up in a pan cooked, because it's heavy. It's gonna try to reheat in that pan. You burn the bottom. So what we do is we actually make all the chili, and then we ladle them off into these like 3-pound bags, and there's no need to freeze them because you make them the night before, but you just leave them in the warmer, take them up there, and now you take that whole bag and put it in boiling water.
Sure.
So you boil the water, boil the bag, take a bag up. It's piping hot. You had no opportunity to overcook it at all, burn it, and we have the rice warmers, rice cookers full of rice, nice and warm. So rice, chili, onions.
Good to go.
Good, yeah. Good to go.
Love tailgating.
No, I know. It's fun. It's fun. And it doesn't when you do like an actual game you're going to watch, like when we used to go to Brown, or if we go up to the Pats game or whatever, you keep it simple, right? You can even bring a antipasto.
That's crowded. You're limited on your space.
Yep.
You can't just spread out all over 2 or 3 spaces. I
You
don't
don't
want to
want-
rent 2 or 3 spaces, but
Exactly. And not
like
just that,
$200
but like,
at Foxborough.
right. And you don't want to spend 6 hours cooking, right?
Right.
You just want to kind of go up and enjoy it. So,
Which I do have the kids and I are going up November 2nd to see the Pats and the Falcons. So we will explore the tailgating up there.
Yeah.
And, see what people are doing up there. Should be pretty interesting.
that's fun. Yeah, take a camera with
Definitely
you.
will. Definitely will.
That'll be good.
See how that goes.
So talking about pumpkin and pumpkin with everything, it was on one of the morning talk shows, and it just brought me back to North Carolina. I believe it was North Carolina, not South Carolina. But the gentleman made on the show, it was pumpkin and pimento cheese spread.
That sounds really
That's what he did with the rice to make it more like a risotto kind of texture. So it was rice and the cheese and the pumpkin. It was just amazing looking. Obviously couldn't taste it. It was
The pimento's nice and salty.
Oh, yeah.
And you get the sweet pumpkin with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that
sounds
pimento
fantastic.
cheese
Oh,
sandwich we had?
Eat
in,
it by the spoonful.
Red Bridges. Was that South
Bridges.
or
We
North?
keep talking about Bridges.
What trip was that? Was
That was the first one with just me and you. Yeah. With
Are
the
you sure?
yeah, I'm positive. The guy and his wife.
no sister?
I'm sorry, you're right. His
Yeah.
sister.
Yep. No, they
Yep.
were great. They were absolutely great.
We need to get back there because of that strawberry pie was. So, speaking of tailgate, of course, one of the integral parts of tailgating is having your libations with you.
Yep.
So you've got some good food and good libations. So one of the ones that I used to concoct is I got the idea from when we used to go up skiing up at Loon Mountain. They'd have the hot buttered rum in the lodge. And I said, well, that seems like on a cold fall day up there.
Sure.
A nice steaming hot coffee cup of hot buttered rum. And so I put together a little recipe I used to use
Oh no.
back in the day.
Wait a minute.
Very simple.
You put it together. Did you have it written down somewhere?
No, I didn't have it written down. It's too simple to write down. I know my audience. They're not going to write it down.
No. I'm just saying because you don't remember things well. I mean, you were doing the juggernaut. It had friggin' bourbon and red wine in it. It was horrible.
And I fucked it up. Yeah, I know. All right. I got something to say to you, but I'm not gonna say it right now, fella.
All right.
So get you a half pound of unsalted or salted butter. I got a bad heart. Use unsalted. Half pound of your brown sugar. Half tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and this is the key. Your half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice.
Okay.
Heat all that up. Get the butter nice and melted. Put your brown sugar in that. Stir it up. Take it off the heat. Put your spices in there. Let it cool a little bit.
Really?
And then, here's the secret. You just put it in your Tupperware, and you take it up to the game.
Okay.
Okay? And so then you get when you're ready to drink it, all you do is you take your coffee cup, pour some hot water in there and a tablespoon of the mix, and you've got yourself a hot buttered rum.
Oh, look at that.
Sprinkle a little pumpkin spice if you're a girly man on top of it, or some whipped cream. I should go straight myself. But the other key, I love using Captain Morgan just because it has some of its own flavor rather than just like a straight.
Right,
but use whatever rum you want.
Yep.
But yeah, a couple of those. Then you're ready to hit the cold beers too because you're feeling no pain by that time.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Hot buttered
call.
rum.
All right, I'm gonna try that. I'll let you know.
Very simple, very easy, very good.
Good call. Good call. All right, Charlie. Thanks for that. Thanks for that recipe on the hot buttered rum and pumpkin spice. I mean, all that good stuff's going on right now.
Yeah, very simple, very simple. You know, it's easy to transport. You don't have to do any work there. You do it the night before or even the morning before.
Yep.
You know, all you need is your bottle of Captain Morgan to add to your mix when you go up there.
Sure.
1 or 2 ounces, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little things you can do, even with your smoking barbecue process, that just turns it into this time of year, right? Like I was talking about my spritz before that I cut with. I do apple vinegar and beer. This time of year I would do apple vinegar and apple cider, and I would just spray more of that on there to kind of give it a little apple flavor in the barbecue. I'll maybe even opt for an apple flavored barbecue rub to put on there to go. Another way to go is you can get some kind of a cider mop. So you're mopping out your ribs and you're doing that with cider. That's a classic way to get some more seasonal taste into it. Had one that I wanted to mention, but I can't remember. Let's see if I can see it here.
You know what struck me today?
What?
Why football and barbecue go so well together?
Why? Pigskin?
It's a pigskin. Like, how did I not put 2 and 2 together like all these years?
But that's not true.
Pigskin.
It's not true.
It's always been a pigskin.
It's called a pigskin, but it's made of leather.
Oh, no. Yeah, pig leather. It's a pigskin. We love pigskins.
And no, we do love pigskins. Yeah, the only thing half as good is the chicken skins over a good stuff.
Don't read my mind.
Yeah.
Don't read my mind. That was, I may have to go with those chicken skins over the pig skins.
I hate to
tell you.
I was at just at a function. I was talking to somebody about Destiny.
What was the name of that place? Good Stuff?
Good Stuff.
Yeah.
We smoked the good stuff in Blackstone, Massachusetts.
Go there.
And we were just talking. Oh, it was Andy Dextera. And we
Yeah.
were talking. He's like, yeah, real good place in Blackstone. I said, yeah, Good Stuff Barbecue, right? And he's like, yeah, that's it. I go, yeah, it's in Blackstone.
Yeah.
We were just there the other week. It's fantastic. I said the 2 brothers own it, Dave and I think Kevin. And yeah, we talked about the chicken skin. I was like, they took it out as his afterthought. Yeah, we had it on the menu forever. I'm like,
You're going to lead with that, right?
top liner, neon sign outside. No way.
Those guys are not a secret anymore. I'll tell you right now because I was driving out here to do the podcast and I'm on one of the big sports stations out in Boston. They got advertising. The guy was advertising about him. He goes, "You got to go to this place."
No, they do great. The quality of food is amazing. That's the best part. I mean, the restaurant's nice, the crowd's nice, everything's manageable, like nice, right?
Yep.
It's not overrun, it's not too small, it's all that. And the food comes out, kicks ass. I mean, their turkey, and I wanted to mention this because it's the next thing around the corner from apple season is Thanksgiving. And friggin'
that turkey was amazing. You could serve that Thanksgiving any day of the week. I mean, that is just freaking.
Oh yeah, it was super moist and it was delicious.
So
No, it was great. Yeah, you guys get a chance, check that out. We'll have more with them. They're going to be on our Destination Q. They'll be coming up in a little while. We had a little surprise in the spring with some of those Destination Q events. So I think you'll like seeing all that stuff. It's all good content. Yeah, good stuff. And literally the good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how that escaped our radar for so long.
Well, it did and it didn't. I knew of them because I went there before, but I went in there with eyes wide open, like, hey, it's a barbecue place. Let me taste it. I loved it. I gave him a good write up on barbecue news.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. That's how we kind of reconnected because those guys. God, it was like a solid year after I put the article up, and he's like, hey, I see this article here. I'm so sorry I missed you guys when you came in. If you're ever in the area again, please come back. So I was like, voila, here we are. Yeah. And no, that was great. So that was fun. And we just keep trucking along. I mean, it's already, August is going to be gone.
August is gone.
We got coming up a friend of yours I know, Captain Nate, who is the man behind Miller's Crossing and Friends of Jake. Yes. Charity barbecue event in Cranston on the 20th, I think it is. Absolutely correct.
The 20th in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's a great time. Public is invited. You get a lot of great cooks there, and it's going to be a fantastic event. Again, all for a good cause, Friends of Jake.
Yep.
And we're gonna have
the money they raise over there is just off the hook. They have that auction, and some of the stuff. I mean, I'm sure you remember. They have, I think it's called Coventry Lumber, or it's a lumber fabricator company who makes all the awards for the winners, and makes a customized dining room table for the auction. So you end up having this like 10-foot made of a tree. It's like milled down and shellacked and polyurethane. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The work they put in it, and they do that and they bring it so they can auction it off. So that's amazing. The auctions they have, I know last year, the big one that I got edged out at the end. They had a bottle of Pape Van
That's
Winkle.
right. I remember that. And they actually bring another one out or something.
Yeah, there were two people
like
that
controversy.
Up.
Yeah.
They blew by me, and then two guys kind of locked up, and somebody won it, and then they were like, "Hey, you know what? If you'll match his bid, we'll give you the other bottle." So they ended up having two. They cleaned up. They did a great job. So yeah, Nate's going to come down on the show. Actually,
and his wife Carrie.
Yeah, we're gonna have an interview with them about the event. Kind of round off a documentary that we're looking to work with them as soon as Meg gets back, and then we'll have them sit down on the podcast with us and tell us again, because that'll be dropping the 19th, the day before. Give us all the good details on time event starts and who's going to be cooking and what time. They put out a wonderful hot lunch, all barbecue food that's part of your admissions to go in. So it's just a fun time. The weather was great last year.
Weather was great, and they've got a great bar downstairs.
Yes. Yeah.
To go down and have a cold libation on a hot day. The whole setup's nice. I think they probably just wish they had a little more room. They have a lot of room, but they could probably use a little more to have even more competitors there.
Right.
But it's a good time.
Competitors away, I think, because like you said, there's lack of space, and it's a cool kind of competition circuit, right? Because it's not. There's winners and losers and judges and all that good stuff, but at these charity events, just like MCRCO, which was last week, it's about the money donation. It's about all the efforts that people go through to raise these funds. So everybody just has a blast. They just have fun doing it. It's not, locked down. Get away from me, kid. I'm cooking. Kind of a place.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. It's a good time. It's meant to be enjoyed by the public and the competitors. Mm-hmm. And we were really just getting our feet wet when we went there last year.
Yes.
And we met so many great people there. Rico and a bunch of other
Rico
people
was there, and the barbecue ninja was there last year.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to get there this year, but he was there. And,
he's taking like a little sabbatical with the family and the house.
The house.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. I got a feeling though he's going to come back roaring.
you know what it is. You buy a house and you got to move, and he's got that little boy. I think he's got a little girl too. I think he's got two.
You want to play with your little boy, you want to cook meat. I know it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I'm probably leaning with the kid. I don't know.
Absolutely. So, but anyways, that's next week, folks. So please be here for that. I think you'll really enjoy it. And this is the season. This is the one we wait for. Okay, I'll say it. I didn't want to get negative on the show, but I'm sorry. You go all year and you say, it's snowing out. It's cold. Why is it 12 degrees? I just paid $700 in heat. What's going on? Then it switches. Oh, it's so hot. It's 90 degrees.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
I'm not. Exactly. And then all of a sudden this time of the year comes and the leaves change and the grass is cold. And the apples are just in the background.
God, it smells like football.
All right, here we go. Tonight, folks, no word of a lie. I got 2 text messages from local neighbors because they know we are Wise Guys BBQ here at the studios. And they're like, is that your barbecue I'm smelling? I'm hungry. And I'm like, I'm in the house. We had pasta vazul tonight.
Good.
So we didn't smell barbecue, but I didn't smell barbecue. And I'm like, no, it's not me. And then like the other guy, same thing. I'm like, who the hell's barbecuing that I'm getting
We must be
for?
blowing a different direction or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
They're ready to come over and eat.
But that's the time of year.
They got you figured out.
Yeah. No, and I love doing that stuff for them. I tell them, my neighbor's brother, he does oxtail. He loves braising oxtail, smoking oxtail. So his name's Anthony. I said, Anthony, whenever you want, you let me know. I'll pick some other kind of protein. And we'll just go. We'll smoke. We'll play cards. We'll drink some beers, and we'll see what happens. It's just that's what this time of year is made for. So
definitely.
The only bummer is it gets dark a little early, but hey, they can turn lights on.
These days I fall asleep a little early too, so it evens out.
Yep. All right, folks. Thanks for being here yet another week. Enjoy your weekend. Go out and eat some barbecue. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate all the support we've been getting from you folks and the comments. The comments that we're getting are
tremendous.
Oh, yeah. They're just
it's funny.
Just funny. I just love it. Keep them coming, please.
Yeah. Don't let us off the hook.
All right. Adios.
One last thing.
What are you going to say?
You can kill the dreamer, but you can't kill the dream.